Hello, guys. Am I live? Am I live now? Hello, guys. Am I live now? I welcome all of you to MEPL for this batch of CMA final direct taxes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. I, Chartered Accountant Pratik Neve, welcome you on behalf of MEPL classes. Yes, we are live now. Waiting for waiting for all to join. Quickly let all know that we are starting with the class, and please do like the video so that it can reach to maximum of students, and do keep this channel subscribed. Yes, we are going to start with direct taxes. Let us start, guys, with direct taxes for your CMA final. Very interesting. Obviously, you have done direct taxes at your intermediate level as well. Now, this is an advanced stage, some new things to learn in direct taxes at this level. Okay, so let's understand a lot of things with a lot of enthusiasm. Let me know who all are there. Good evening to all of you. Let me know who all have joined. Yes, who all have joined, let me know by just saying hi to me. Yes. I'm waiting for your response in the live chat so that it will be a nice way to go ahead. So on demand of South Indian students, we have started this batch in exclusive English. Yes, and obviously all can follow this batch irrespective of from where you are. You can follow this batch because yes, you have to ultimately write the exam in English, and the language which we are using is a very simple and plain English, so obviously all can understand. Hi Surendra. Yes, I'm going to start with direct tax. International tax is also part of direct tax only. As we go ahead, I will tell you. Hello Charan, very good evening, very good evening. Who else is there? Let me check. Surendra is there and Charan is there. Who else is there? Okay, guys, let's start. So as far as your syllabus of direct tax is concerned, yes, I have been handling it from past 12 years and have seen many successful students who are now working well in the industry. Okay, so I'm going to take you through this syllabus of direct tax. And mind you, even if you're talking about old syllabus, new syllabus, whatever it is, syllabus remains same, like majority of the syllabus remains same. So what we will do is GAAR is one topic which is extra in old syllabus, rather which is extra in new syllabus, not there in old syllabus. So obviously at that time old syllabus students will not watch. Okay, and there are some extra case studies for old syllabus which we will take by covering some and by taking some extra lectures. Yes. Sir, what will be the daily timing of the class, or will it change in future? 98% of the time, the timings are going to remain same. That is, yes, 7:45 to 9:15. Okay, Charan ji, one two times, you will give me liberty to change the time. That means maybe on some Sundays also we will conduct, if at all we miss any class in the week. Is that clear? Otherwise, time will remain same. Yes, good evening. Krishna ji, good evening, good evening. Who else is there? Any other doubt relating to batch that you have? Feel free to ask. Yes, I'm here 100% to facilitate you from day one, simplest of the concept to whatever we are going to build the concepts slowly, steadily. So you will find it very easy to cope up with the subject. And we will take a lot of writing practice as well, some solving practice as well, so that you don't have to worry about subject of direct taxes. Okay, so how is your syllabus structured? What all is there in your syllabus? It's a very nice syllabus. It has assessment of income and computation of tax liability of various entities. Okay, so at your intermediate level, you have seen mostly for individual. Okay, at the most to some extent for partnership firm. But apart from that, you have not seen for any other assessees. So now that will be covered in this level. Okay, so which are those other entities? Those other entities, as you can see, will be trusts, companies. Check. It will be trust, taxation of trusts, companies, individual, again individual, but including non-resident as well. So more focus will be on non-resident, and mutual association. Then secondly, you will have tax management, filing of returns, and assessment procedure. So this is all procedural part that you're going to have. Thirdly, grievance redressal. That means if there are any appeals, if assessee, okay, is not satisfied with the particular demand, tax demanded, then he can go in appeals. So that appellate mechanism is there, including rectification, revision, settlement commission. That means where heavy amount of penalty is charged, then how you can settle that case. Okay, just pay the basic tax, okay, and interest without paying the penalty amount. So that settlement commission we will be discussing, as well as advance ruling. Okay, then for various defaults, what are the penalties and prosecutions? That also is part of your syllabus. Okay, then talking about business restructuring. Business restructuring means what? Business restructuring means it could be conversion of your existing sole proprietor into a company. Okay, conversion of a firm into company, or conversion of private limited into LLP. So it could be any of this sort of change in the organizational structure. Okay, how taxation in that case will happen, that will be discussed in business restructuring. At intermediate level, you might have done something like slump sale, right? What is slump sale? Slump sale means all assets and liabilities are sold in the business. Whatever assets are existing, those are sold for a lump sum consideration. Okay, because I did not want to continue with, say, one division in my business, I sold off that business for a lump sum consideration. That is called as slump sale. Okay, so I had land, I had building, I had debtors, I had bank balance. I gave it off everything to you as a going concern and accepted a lump sum amount. That is slump sale. So obviously, it gives rise to capital gains. So how capital gains in this case are taxed, even that is part of your business restructuring. Apart from that, amalgamation and demerger. You all know what is amalgamation and demerger. Its taxation will be discussed in your syllabus. Then there will be different aspects of tax planning. Okay, can anyone tell me what is meaning of tax planning? What is tax planning? Can anyone tell me? Now, tax planning means minimizing tax liability in a legal way. Yes, tax planning means minimizing your tax liability in a legal way. So how can you minimize tax liability in a legal way? Say you deposit money in PPF. What happens when you deposit money in PPF? What happens when you deposit money in PPF? You get deduction of section 80C, isn't it? You get deduction of section 80C. So what happens? Your total income goes down. So tax liability goes down. That is tax planning. So this way, this is a very, very basic example. This is a very, very basic example of tax planning that I gave you. But such different aspects of tax planning we have to discuss. Okay. Nikhil is asking that when will the batch start in the app? So as you can see that on YouTube, we will take first 3 sessions, which will be demo. So that is today's session, tomorrow's session, and Monday's session. These will be on YouTube, and after that, we will start taking it in the app. I hope it's clear to you, Nikhil. Then after, so what else could be aspects in tax planning? If you are starting a business and that business you are starting in a special economic zone, then you know that you get benefits, you get tax exemptions. That is also tax planning. Okay. Whether you are going to purchase the asset or take the asset on lease, what is better from tax perspective? That is also tax planning. Getting it? You want to have a vehicle. Now whether that vehicle you will purchase or take on lease, what is better from tax perspective? Don't answer it, but that has to be found out and decision has to be given. That is also your tax planning. Okay. See, finance cannot happen without understanding of tax. Correct? So if you save tax, automatically your profit after tax goes up. Yes. So all these efforts will be taught to you. All these efforts we have to take in that tax planning topic. Then CBDT. What is CBDT? Who will tell me in the chat window? What is CBDT? CBDT stands for Central Board of Direct Taxes, isn't it? So the importance and functions of CBDT and other income tax authorities will be discussed in this 7th topic. Agreed? Then e-commerce transactions and liability in special cases. As you all know today, it is a generation of e-commerce. So how exactly taxation will take place in case of e-commerce transactions, that will be discussed in 8th, you can say, chapter. Then ICDS, that is Income Computation and Disclosure Standards. Black Money Act, yes, Black Money Act and case studies, that will be discussed in your section A. When we talk about section B, that is international tax. So actually, is international tax separate from direct tax? Honestly speaking, no. Because finally, we are talking about income tax only. But we are talking about income tax in very specific situations. Okay. To give you a very simple example, and interesting example, okay, you tell me your favorite cricketer. Tell me favorite foreign cricketer. Now IPL is going to start. So tell me, who is your favorite overseas cricketer? Yes, tell me your favorite overseas cricketer. Yes. Nikhil, Charan, Krishna, Surendra, anyone can tell. Who is your favorite overseas cricketer? Think and tell me. Waiting for your reply. Yes. कौन है आपका? हु इज योर फेवरेट? ओके छोटा भीम, हु इज छोटा भीम? आई एम आस्किंग यू फेवरेट क्रिकेटर. अच्छा, एबी डिविलियर्स, वेरी गुड. सो assume, yes, assume ABD is playing IPL. I know he has retired now. Assume ABD is playing IPL. So my question to you is very simple. His income from IPL arises in which country? His income from IPL arises in which country? He gets the contract amount. He gets the contract amount. Yes, it could be, yes, Warner also. You can take any cricketer. So ABD is from South Africa, but he's having some income in India. Yes or no? Now, Indian government will say, don't go in the cricket zone. Okay, I just asked it to you as an example. So Indian government will say that pay tax in India. Indian government will say that pay tax in India. Why pay tax in India? Pay tax in India because income arises in India. Yes or no? Income arises in India. But South African government will say to ABD, your favorite cricketer, that pay tax in South Africa. Why pay tax in South Africa? Because ABD is resident of South Africa. So don't you think ABD will have to pay tax at two places? Suppose ABD is getting, how much? I don't know. Suppose ABD is getting 5 crore rupees. So on 5 crore rupees, he will have to pay tax in South Africa also and in India also. Do you agree? Do you agree that ABD will have to pay tax in South Africa also and India also? Absolutely. So what will be done in this case? Can he afford to pay tax in two countries? Tell me, can he afford to pay tax in two countries? Obviously no. So there might exist DTAA. So what is DTAA? Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. There might exist double taxation avoidance agreement between Indian government and South African government. Okay, now what will happen because of DTAA? Because of DTAA, ABD, that is your favorite cricketer, will get relief from paying taxes in either of the two countries. Getting it? He will get relief from paying taxes in either of the two countries. So his double tax will be avoided. Yes. So that is also part of your syllabus. Okay. Everything about DTAs is part of your syllabus. Okay. If DTA is not there, then relief will be given in another way. Yes. Then transfer pricing is also again very important thing in international tax. Okay, we will discuss that as well. And then finally GAAR, that is General Anti-Avoidance Rules. Okay, so this is your syllabus for final level. Is it clear to all of you? Is the syllabus clear? We have to cover this 14 chapters as far as new syllabus is concerned. Now as far as old syllabus is concerned, GAAR you don't have. That's it. Otherwise everything is same. Is it clear to all of you? Yes, no? Give me thumbs up if we can go ahead. Give me thumbs up if we can go ahead. If you have got overview of syllabus. If you have got overview of syllabus, give me thumbs up. Yes, so that was first thing that we wanted to do today. That is knowing the syllabus. Yes, sir. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope you have subscribed to our channel. This we all are family. You have subscribed to our family's channel. That is, yes, MEPL's exclusive CMA channel. You have subscribed, as well as you have pressed the bell icon, and you must have liked the video. Please share it with maximum students that we are coming up with live DT batches. Okay, that too in 100% English. Yes. Sir, please tell me. I will appear in CA Intermediate. Please tell how to pass. Okay. There is one more thing that we are bringing. Mukherjee ji. We are bringing one more thing, that is obviously your mission batch. So please follow that mission batch. We are doing mission DT batch 9:30 to 11 o'clock. Yes, daily 9:30 to 11 o'clock. We are doing mission DT batch. Do follow that. Same type of batches we obviously come up for CMA final as well. So after this syllabus is over, mission series boosters, everything is there. Correct? Marathons are there. So till the end, we support you. Good. Very good. Chalo, let's go ahead. So if you have not yet enrolled for the batch, I'll tell you how to enroll for the batch also. Keep on watching this, keep on following the class. I'll tell you how to enroll for the batch as well. Okay. Now, very, very basic concepts of tax we will discuss. Very basic concepts of tax. Why we should discuss them? Because we should be on the same page. Correct? We should be on the same lines when discussing few things. That's why these very, very basic concepts of tax we should discuss. First of all, do we understand that there is a concept of assessee? There is a concept of assessee in income tax. Yes. Who is assessee? Assessee is basically any person who is liable to pay tax. Yes or no? Any person who is liable to pay tax. There is a reason why I'm telling you this concept. Correct? Now, friends, who is person? Can anyone tell me who is person and what all person includes? Yes, who is person and what all person includes? So person basically includes individual, Hindu undivided family, firm, company, cooperative society, isn't it? Cooperative society, association of persons, body of individuals. Yes or no? Body of individuals, any other artificial juridical person, isn't it? Any other artificial juridical person. You must have seen this definition. Yes or no? Now, exactly, we should know taxation of these entities. Some aspects of taxation of entity to entity will differ. Okay, so at this level, you have seen when we are checking the syllabus that we have to go in depth of taxation of company, isn't it? Then we have to go in depth of taxation of trust. Correct? To some extent, we have to do individuals taxation also, including that of non-resident individual. That's why understanding person is important. So is it that only individual pays taxes? No, it's not only individual who pays taxes, but any other type of entity will also be liable to pay tax because they will be covered in SAC. Is the point clear? Yes, no, quickly tell me. See, logic is very simple. I cannot see your faces. So you will have to give me feedback. You will have to give me thumbs up. You will have to communicate with me. That communication would be even as simple as putting some smiley so that I understand that yes, all of you are following. If I would have been able to see you, then what type of your face I would have seen? Smiling face, sleepy face. Put that smiley. Put that smiley. It will be very interesting. Or, you know, satisfied face that yes, understood, that type of face. Easy. Put that smiley so that, you know, we understand that we all are going at, you know, main is you should understand the things. Very good. Good. Wonderful. What's your name? Mukherjee Gaming? Gaming is the ID. But what's your name? Those who keep such type of IDs are difficult. I find it difficult to get your name. Okay. So, motivated face. Very good. Smiley face. Wonderful. Good. Let's go ahead. Do we understand concept of previous year? I know you have done income tax at intermediate level, but still we want to be sure that you have understood this concept exactly in the correct way. So what is meaning of word previous year? Previous year basically is financial year. Okay, financial year in which, can I say, income is earned? Yes, can I say previous year is financial year in which income is earned? Okay, so it is basically a accounting year. Means my simple question to you is, currently we are in which previous year? Currently we are sitting in which previous year? Which is the current PY. Today's date is, because someone might watch a recording and find it confusing, so today's date is 10th Feb 2023. So which is the current PY that is going on? Current PY that is going on is 22-23. Yes or no? Current PY is 22-23. So any income that I earn today will be called as income earned in PY 22-23. Do you agree? Do you agree with this? Yes, no? And what is assessment year? What is assessment year? Assessment year is financial year immediately succeeding the previous year. Do you agree with me? Immediately succeeding the previous year. Okay, you know, it is that PY, I mean it is that year in which taxes are assessed. So in assessment year, what happens? Taxes for or income for PY is assessed. Do you agree with me? Income for PY is assessed. So for PY 22-23, when will exact tax payable be assessed? Assessed means exact tax computation will be done. So for PY 22-23, AY will be 23, 24. Yes, no? Do you agree? For PY 22, 23, AY will be 23, 24. Yes, no? Yes, obviously, you know all these things. This is a quick recap that is happening. But one thing that you should be very clear is applicability in your exams. Okay, this is one place. This is one place where I see a lot of doubt that students have. So applicability for June and December 23 exams. Okay, applicability for June and December 23 exams. Can you tell me that which AY is applicable for you? Which AY is applicable for you? And why? Why is important? But first tell me which AY is applicable for you for June and December 23 exams. So in June 2023 or December 2023, when you are giving exam, PY 22, 23 has come to end. Yes, has come to end. That is the recent one. Do you agree? Do you agree that PY 22, 23 is the recent one that has come to an end? Yes. So if a client comes to you with his work of calculation of tax, that will be for PY 22, 23. So applicable AY will be 23, 24. Understood? You are not replying means I am assuming that you are noting these things. Yes, you are noting these things. I am assuming that. So applicable AY will be 23, 24. Now, which finance act? Which finance act is applicable? Which finance act indirectly, in short, is applicable to you? So recently the budget which took place on 1st Feb 23, that will be which finance act? That will be Finance Act 23. That will make changes for PY 23, 24. That is AY 24, 25. So for you, the Finance Act applicable will be Finance Act 2022. Because Finance Act 2022 proposes changes for AY 23, 24. That is PY 22, 23. Is the point clear? कैसे होता है? I mean, how it happens? Is it clear? Yes or no? Quickly let me know in the chat box. I am waiting for your valuable response. I hope you have well understood this thing. If yes, let me know in the chat window. If no, let me know in the chat window. Whatever it is, please let me know. Charan is saying yes. What about others? Okay. Now, in short, tell me, Finance Act 2023 will be applicable for which exam? Finance Act 2023 will be applicable for PY 23, 24, which is AY 24, 25, correct, which is AY 24-25, which will be June and which will be June and December 2024 exams. Clear? So the recent budget you don't have to follow. You don't have to follow recent budget. You just have to follow Finance Act 2022. Okay, let's go ahead. So I hope all of you understood person, assessee, PY, AY. Yes or no? Yes. Let's go ahead, friends. Let's go ahead. Do we understand that how we calculate total income for any assessee? Very basic. So computation of total income for any assessee, do we understand? Yes. So what all heads of income do we have? Yes, what all heads of income do we have? We have A, salaries. Then we have B, house property. That is income from house property. C, chalo, at least tell me the heads of income. C, profits, gains from business profession. D, capital gains. E, income from other sources. Income from other sources. Agreed? Let's call this as HP. Let's call this as CG. Let's call this as IFOS. Friends, tell me, total of this is what? Total of this is called as what? Yes, total of this is called as what? And before taking total, you do two more things. That is, you do clubbing of income and you do set off and carry forward of losses. Set off and carry forward of losses. Yes, very good. Total of this is called as gross total income, and from gross total income we subtract deductions under chapter 6A and we get total income. Do you agree? And we get total income. Now, total income itself means taxable income. Total income itself means taxable income. Yes, and on this total income or taxable income, you calculate tax liability. Is this basic very clear to all of you? Yes, no? Because going ahead, we are going to use all these concepts. As we go ahead in the class, all these concepts will be used. Yes, no? Clear till this point? Any doubt? Friends, do you have any doubt in whatever is discussed till now? Clear 100%. Wonderful. Wonderful. What about others? Okay. So you calculate tax liability. Okay. Now, I will also put in the bracket section numbers which cover these heads. So salary is covered in sections 15 to section 17, of course, of Income Tax Act. HP is covered in 22 to 27. PGBP is covered in 28 to 44. Capital gain is covered in 45 to 55. IOS is covered in 56 to 59. These are the sections which cover each of the head. Okay, means provision of calculation of income. Provision of calculation of income of respective head is given in these sections. Agreed? The first of the section which you see in each head means 15, 22, 28, 45, 56. Can you tell me speciality of first of these sections? Speciality of the circled sections, can you tell me? Speciality of circled sections is that all of them are charging sections. All of them are charging sections. Understood? All of them are charging sections. Charging section means that particular section will talk about incomes which will be taxed in that particular head. Okay. For example, 15 of salaries will say that income earned by assessee out of relation of employer employee, out of relation of employer employee will be taxed in this head. Agreed? That is what 15 will talk about. 22 will talk about annual value of property owned by the assessee. Owned by assessee will be taxable under this head. So my question to you is very simple. Why do we need charging sections, and what happens if you don't classify the income correctly? In short, what is the need of heads of income? When we are at final level, we should know this logic also. What is the need of heads of income? Can anyone tell me what is the need of having heads of income? Why not just take your bank statement and randomly calculate your tax? Why do we need heads of income? Yes, would anyone like to tell me that why we need heads of income? Yes. So friends, what happens is, in each head, see if you agree with me, in each head, there are separate deductions. In each head, there are separate deductions. Yes or no? In each head, there are separate deductions. So what happens? Mode of computation itself changes. Mode of computation itself changes. It is different in different heads. Mode of computation is different in different heads. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? The mode of computation is different in different heads? Yes or no? I'll give you one example. Okay, then you will easily understand. There is Mr. X and there is brother of Mr. X. There is Mr. X and there is brother of Mr. X. See, huh? There is a Mr. X and there is brother of Mr. X. Mr. X earns salary income. Mr. X earns salary income and his brother gets professional fees. I'll give you 1 minute. You tell me Mr. X income will be taxed in which head and brother's income will be taxed in which head. You tell me in which head their incomes will be taxed. Yes, in which heads their income will be taxed? Of course, salary income will be taxed under the head income from salaries, and professional fees will be taxed under the head, yes, and professional fees will be taxed under the head PGBP. Do you agree? Now comes the main point. Main point is both purchased car for rupees 10 lakh. He also purchased car for 10 lakhs. Now tell me friends, can a salaried employee take benefit of depreciation? Can salaried employee take benefit of petrol expenses? Can salaried employee take benefit of interest on loan? Means can salaried employee take these allowances and deductions? Can salaried employee take these allowances as deductions? Can he reduce his taxable salary to the extent of depreciation on motor car? So no benefit. But a businessman, that is an assessee, whose income is taxed under the head PGBP. Yes, very good. An assessee, that is brother of Mr. X, who has taken same car, can take benefit of yes, can take benefit of depreciation, petrol expenses, interest. So it's a very big thing, because depreciation amount will be 1.5 lakhs, 10 lakh into 15%. Petrol expenses, assume, are 30,000, and interest on loan, assume, is 20,000. So what happens on this 2 lakh rupees? On this 2 lakh rupees, he saves tax. But is it possible for salaried employee? It's not possible for salaried employee, isn't it? So these set of deductions of depreciation, petrol expense and interest on loan and etc. are allowed only when calculating PGBP, but not allowed while calculating salary, isn't it? I am not comparing which head is better. Okay, I am just telling you how the mode of calculation changes. Now you know salaried employee can take standard deduction. But can businessman take standard deduction? You have learned standard deduction. Can businessman take standard deduction? No standard deduction. No standard deduction, isn't it? Yes, got it. Friends, my question to you is, how much is that standard deduction that we are talking about? How much is that standard deduction that we are talking about? That standard deduction which we are talking about. Yes, tell me, tell me. In salaries, what is the standard deduction? I know it, obviously. I'm asking you just to test your knowledge. So waiting for your reply. What is quantum of standard deduction in salaries? It is rupees 50,000, isn't it? So that 50,000 will be allowed as deduction, yes, in salary, but not allowed in PGBP. There is no such benefit in PGBP. So that's what I'm telling you. Mode of computation changes. So income, taxable income will also differ. Okay. And even sometimes different incomes have different percentages of tax. That's why classifying income in absolutely correct head is important. Yes, classifying income in absolutely correct head is important. Is it clear to all of you what I'm trying to tell you? Yes. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you. What is meaning of exemption? What is meaning of exemption? What is meaning of deduction? And what is meaning of not taxable? I am sure कि you will be saying, sir, all are same. No, friends, all are not same. All are not same. There is difference between them. So I want to know from you, what is difference between exemption, deduction, and not taxable? Exemption means it is income. Exemption means it is income. It is income, but it does not form part of, total income. Means it does not form part of taxable income. In short, this is tax-free income. Do you agree? This is tax-free income. Example, agricultural income. Do you agree? Did you get it? Agricultural income is an exempt income. Agricultural income will get exemption. It will not form part of total income. Total income means it will not form part of this. Means it is tax-free income. Did you all understand? What is meaning of word exemption? When I use exemption in income tax, that will mean tax-free income. Deduction means subtraction is allowed. Subtraction is allowed. That is called as deduction. So subtraction is allowed from income. That is called as deduction. Okay. Subtraction is allowed from income. That is called as deduction. Example, standard deduction. You know what is standard deduction in house property? It is 30% of net annual value, isn't it? Or another example could be deposit in PPF deposit. So from income, these amounts are subtracted. That is called as deduction. Is the point clear? I want you to be very clear in these basic concepts. Another example could be 80G deduction. 80G deduction means the one which is given for donation. People interchange exemption and deduction. But we as professionals should not do that. We should understand exact meaning of exemption and deduction. Is it clear till this point? Tell me guys, tell me. You already knew it or this is something new that you are understanding? Quickly let me know. Waiting for your valuable response in the chat window. Clear? Yes, no? Crystal clear. Wonderful. What wonderful adjective I've used. Crystal clear. Very good. Let's go ahead. Not taxable means not chargeable to tax. You know, not chargeable to tax. Okay. Not chargeable to tax, we are saying. Now, not chargeable to tax means it is not falling in any of the charging section. Getting it? Not chargeable to tax means it is not falling in any of the charging section. I'll give you one example, okay, of not chargeable to tax. I'll give you one example of not taxable. See if you understand it. Do you understand capital gains? When capital gains arise when two things are satisfied. What two things? There is a capital asset plus that capital asset is transferred, isn't it? There is a capital asset and that capital asset is transferred, isn't it? Then there is a capital gains. Now you know capital asset excludes. What capital asset excludes? It excludes one important thing, that is rural agricultural land, isn't it? It excludes rural agricultural land. Now, if rural agri land is transferred, will we have capital gain? If rural agri land is transferred, will we have capital gain? My question to you is very simple. If rural agri land is transferred, do we have capital gain? We will not have capital gain. Why no capital gain? As it is not a capital asset. Very good, very good. As it is not a capital asset, there will be no capital gain. Further, it will not be taxable. It will not be taxable under the head income from other sources. In that head also it will not be taxed. So, salary is of course not taxed. House property not taxed. PGBP not taxed. Capital gains not taxed, we have seen. not taxable under income from other sources also, because it is not income. Why it is not income? Not income because it is capital in nature. Because it is capital in nature. So it's not income also. Getting it? So it's not other sources also. So in short, that income goes not taxable. Understood? That income goes not taxable because you couldn't find any head in which you can tax it. Is it clear to all of you? You couldn't find any head in which you can tax it. Yes or no? Please tell me in the chat window. Is it clear to all of you? Quickly let me know in the chat window whether the point is very clear to all of you. Very simple language, we are trying to understand difference between exemption, deduction and not taxable. Hope you have understood it. Yes, no? Yes, very good. What about others? So today you understood syllabus? Yes, sir. You understood basic concepts of person, SSE, PY, AY. You understood applicable PY, AY for your exams. Now, you also understood basic format for calculation of total income and tax liability. Yes, Pawan, very good. I like that enthusiasm. Last thing for today that we will do, okay, last thing for today that we will do is understanding body of income tax law. Body of income tax law means it's very critical to understand, okay? Body of income tax law means from where do you get provisions of income tax law? So that consists of one most important, Income Tax Act. Do you agree? That consists of one, Income Tax Act. Do you agree? Second, so obviously Income Tax Act 1961. Second, income tax rules. Third and most important, Relevant Finance Act. Relevant Finance Act. You know what Finance Act does? Finance Act states rates of taxes. Correct? It states rates of taxes plus makes amendments. It makes amendments to Income Tax Act. That is importance of Finance Act. So one, Income Tax Act. Second, Income Tax Rules. Third, Relevant Finance Act. Fourth, yes, what is fourth? Fourth is circulars issued by CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. These circulars will give clarifications whenever there is any ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion. Whenever there is any confusion, these circulars will give clarification. Okay, many times what happens is what act says what acts says is difficult to understand. There could be two meanings. Okay, so circulars can be issued to give clarification. Then after that you have got, yes, you have got notifications. Notifications issued by central government on various issues. And of course you have decisions, or you can say judgments given by honorable Supreme Court. You know, they become the law of land. Yes, so decisions given by honorable Supreme Court. So yes, these things will give you body of income tax law. Whatever we are going to use, obviously, will be going to be from these things. Yes, and apart from that, we are also going to do provisions from, money laundering. Yes, we are going to, apart from that, do provisions as discussed from Black Money Act. Yes, regarding money laundering. Right? So I give you 1 to 2 minutes to ask your doubts to me. If you have any doubts, go ahead and ask. I give you exactly 2 minutes to ask your doubts. And meanwhile, I really do hope that you have kept the channel subscribed and you have pressed the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any notifications, right? And obviously, if you're finding the lectures important, interesting, and worthy, you are sharing it with your friends as well. It's very critical, this topic, this subject. So yes, please do ask your doubts. I'm waiting for that. And meanwhile, I'm also showing you from where you can subscribe to this particular classes if you have not yet subscribed. Yes, so here you can see MEPL website, and you can see, rich history and tradition of this classes, where we get rankers at all levels, correct? You can see the CMA rankers as well. A lot of rankers we have got, and I'm quite sure you are going to be one of them soon. Okay, so what you have to do to enroll to this course is go to courses and then obviously CMA final. And as you scroll down, you will be able to see this course. Check as you scroll down. Yes, you can check it. You will get all the details. Okay, further as discussed with you earlier, today, tomorrow, and on Monday, the class will be held on YouTube, and after that, it will be held on app. Yes. No doubt. Okay, no doubt till now. Very good. Yes. So I'll just tell you what is going to be our agenda on tomorrow. That is, Saturday. Tomorrow's agenda is going to be taxation of companies we are going to do. But to do that, you are going to need a lot of background of topic of PGBP. Yes. So how many of you like PGBP? How many of you have doubts in PGBP? Let me know in the chat window. So tomorrow, what we are going to do is, we are going to discuss first of all PGBP, okay, and then go ahead and slowly, steadily start with taxation of companies. So don't feel that these 3 days, nothing substantial will happen. We will do all the important things only in these 3 days also. So yes. Okay, keep a good notebook ready, pen, pencil, and calculator. Whenever you come for the class, come up with all these things. Okay, you have to maintain a systematic notebook, we are going to do a lot of practice of sums. Okay, so guys, how did you find today's session? Please let me know with the help of one emoji as usual. Please do like the video and share, subscribe as I told you earlier. So that's it from my end. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.